are back. Welcome to the Ready, Set, Blow podcast, episode 307. Lizzy, 307. And I looked at it the last time this is the biggest gap I've had in a returning guest. March 7th, 2018, episode 69.
Wow. Episode 69.
Episode 69 is what
I was
going
to say the last biggest gap I was told I had was here, but now it's between us. And I was like,
yeah, but I
69.
dumped that guy, so fuck him.
Yeah, true. Seriously. I was like, bye. I fucked him, and I was like, fuck him. Bye.
So the Lasik surgery, we were trying to convince Armin, the engineer, to get it done.
Yeah.
You just got it done.
I got Lasik.
It looks good. I mean, your tits look the same.
Thank you. I know they're pointing in the right direction. My eyes are working. They're great. I love it. It's
Wasn't
great.
it cool how, like, when you wake up from it, like, you can immediately see? You don't even wake up. You're up the whole time. But, like, once they uncover your eyes after the 10-minute surgery, you could just see again.
Not really.
I did. I remember I was getting walked out from the laser back to, like, the waiting room.
Yeah.
And in the hallway, I could just see again.
I
like,
mean,
as I was walking, I was like, holy
yeah.
shit. All of a sudden, I could just see again.
I could see it was like a milky blur.
It's like magic.
Yeah, but
How bad were your eyes?
Not too bad. They were like, it's like astigmatism and then some farsighted, nearsighted. What is
What's funny? I had glasses for like 15 fucking 20 years, and I still don't know. Like,
okay, is it?
I know farsighted means you can, if you're nearsighted, you can't see distance.
If you're nearsighted, you can't see distance. I always was like,
farsighted is like reading glasses.
But you would think that
astigmatism is, I don't know what the fuck that is.
Astigmatism means your eye is shaped like a cone.
It means your eyes have autism.
I mean, I have a hard time looking people in the eye anyway. So no, but I'm always was like, what is it? Because it's a long distance. Go far. If you can't read, you would think nearsighted means I can see near.
Yeah. Did you get it done at one of these like fly-by-night Korean laser shops?
Yes.
Really?
Kind of. Well, not. I don't know if he's Korean. He's Asian. I don't know if he's Korean.
I went to like a fancy hospital. I was like Mass Eye and Ear to get it done. I paid like fucking. I think it was like. I want to say it was like $7,000. But you can get it done for like $900 an eye now.
No, I got it for $4,000.
Okay, yeah, that's more reasonable.
2,000 an eye. My dad made a deal with me. He's like,
yeah, you didn't get it done in the back
of
of a massage parlor. You went to a real doctor's office.
Yeah. But my parents were like, just find it. We went to this guy at Cedars, and they were like, I don't like him.
You got them
Go
to pay
find
for
someone else. I mean, yeah, come on.
Nice.
Jewish.
Nice.
The trust fund, baby. The trust fund.
Well, that's not a trust fund. That seems like that's something worth it.
I mean, I trusted their funds to take care of my eyes. Like, I mean, that's the trust fund.
Where's your family from again?
Here, Los Angeles.
They're from here?
I'm from here.
I don't know why.
Well, wait. Calm down.
Calm down. I looked it up. We didn't talk about this last time. And I don't know why I didn't know you were from here.
Well, I lied when I just said my parents are from here. I'm a liar.
Well, we all are. I mean, I usually just do it to women.
Right. I do it to myself. I'm like, you're thin and beautiful. My mom is from London, so she's born in the UK.
Does she have a British accent?
No.
Is she also Jewish?
Yes.
Okay.
But I have a British passport now, so I can work in the UK.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Well, I guess not the EU anymore. Oh, yeah.
I know.
Fucked you on that, didn't they?
Yeah.
We don't talk enough about that. Brexit fucked the traveler.
Brexit fucked my opportunity. Yeah. I was like, I'm going to be able to live all over Europe and work everywhere. And
yeah, you could have been the next Meghan Markle.
Yeah.
And ruin a prince's life.
I mean, I've ruined a few lives. I want to know if they were princes, but
I know. What do you think is going on with that relationship? You think they actually have sex?
I don't care.
Because I feel like she's so much better looking than he is. You know, like
yeah, but he probably has a really good personality.
She let him fuck him once. Like she let him fuck her once. And they got married, and that was the end of it.
Right? He's like, I'm never gonna let go. I'll do whatever you want.
I mean, his balls are definitely in her purse.
Yeah.
I mean, he left the royal family because his girlfriend didn't like her in-laws.
Well, I mean, that's the move.
They get a royal stipend. He's like,
no,
I don't want millions of dollars a year because my girlfriend doesn't like my grandmother.
Am I allowed to do that if I don't like the person I marry's in-laws? Am I allowed to do that? Do you think I can?
It's tough. See, I feel like Jewish in-laws are for real.
The guy I'm dating isn't Jewish. I've never dated a
Oh
Jewish
my God,
guy
how does your family
ever.
feel about that?
They gave up a long time ago. They were like, it's fine. Yeah.
They're just happy.
They're like,
you have somebody, anybody, man, woman.
Kind of. Like,
it's not a cat. It's like,
my mom said to me today.
It's like not spending your days with a cat.
My boyfriend moved in and she was like,
oh, no shit. We got into that.
This is what my mom says to me. She goes, I was like, yeah, he makes me really happy. Like, he clearly loves me. She goes, or he just needed a free place to live.
I mean, is he broke?
No.
Oh, yeah. He had an apartment, right? It wasn't like
he was living.
Wasn't like you found him on Skid Row. Like, look, Mom.
No, I found him a Skid Row adjacent. But she was like,
which is everywhere in LA at this point.
Right. Seriously. It's like, just leave my house. It's adjacent. But when she said that to me, like, that's the complex my mother gave me. Like, they only want to be with you
For your money?
For your place to stay.
I mean,
I was like, you're not good enough. She's like, you're 37 years old.
But also
not
be like,
very
mom, they could have picked a wealthier woman.
Right. Yeah, not me. Come on. Some girl doing stand-up comedy.
I know,
yeah,
right?
I'm rolling in the dough.
That's where the money's at.
We can't do them.
Yeah, unless it was Whitney Cummings.
I mean, maybe if I start an OnlyFans, I'll be the next one on there.
There's a lot of that going on.
I know. I haven't. I've thought about it.
Really? What would you go with?
I mean, I have a handle already, just in case.
Really? What is it?
It's called the ripple effect.
Oh, is it some sort of anal reference? Because it kind of creeped me out when I thought about it.
So I got a fat ass.
Okay.
Actually, my boyfriend, when we first started dating, he's like, I love your fat ass. I was like, oh, P-H-A-T? He goes, no, F-A-T. I was like, he's like, I like to watch it when it ripple like a wave. And I was like, wave, goodbye. Like, who says, like, what the fuck, man?
It's funny. It's like if you said that with the wrong tone, it'd be an insult.
Yeah, he's like, I love your fat ass. Like, no, it'd be the ripple effect. And then he'll like slap my ass with many different objects, and we'll film it in slow motion.
See, because that's the thing about OnlyFans. There's a lot of niche markets out there.
Yes.
I was Christine Walkinshaw, another female comedian, was telling me one time about I was in Vegas like 6 months ago.
You remember? Remember your time in Vegas?
I mean, I was fucking barely.
I was like,
I've been on a bender this weekend. We'll get into
great.
that. But no, she was saying that she had a podcast with Jen Murphy, and like they would comment like just timestamps on it. So she like looked back and see what the comments were about. Every time the timestamp was on there was a time she burped on the podcast. So they brought it up on the podcast with the guest and like, oh, there's a whole burping fetish. So she, as a goof, she like opened an OnlyFans, but she made like $8,000.
Are you serious?
Yeah, over like the course of 2 months during the pandemic. She's like, I stopped. She's like, I needed some money, so I just burped on the internet for like 2 hours of burping videos, and that was it.
And we were told like, don't burp, don't fart as women. You know what I mean? We're like, don't.
A lot of foot stuff. You got nice feet. You could get some feet things.
My cousin does foot stuff.
Like for fun?
Yeah, for money.
Oh, really?
Or it's fun.
What kind of bread are we talking about here?
I don't know, but she does. She travels a lot. She does all right.
Oh God! See this?
I know.
I feel like no part of my body people would pay money to see. They barely pay to hear me talk.
You're just like stand there, and then like they pay you to just put like a black sheet.
Yeah, they
over,
pay me
like,
to put clothes back on.
Yeah, exactly. Stand there naked. $1 for every piece of article of clothing to put back on.
You creepy, angry old fuck.
Yeah, there's a lot of fetishes out there, like weird things.
Oh yeah.
Like,
well, the weirdest one I heard is the mukbang. Are you familiar with this?
No.
So apparently, like what goes on with mukbang is they like to like they'll get like a pie.
Okay.
And like there'll be like a fat chick, and her boyfriend will just like feed her the pie, and then start rubbing it on her, and then like mush it on her face and mush it on her
money that
toes
way?
and tits. Yeah.
I mean, I've gained weight for free recently, so why won't I do it for?
They will pay in the comments. Like you'll have like all these food items out there. It's like it's $20 if you don't like want me to eat the ice cream sundae. It's $40 if you want me to have the liverwurst put on my tits. Like
liverwurst.
The gefilte fish.
The gefilte just
up my ass.
You want to see the gefilte fish on my gefilte fish? Just like crazy. That's crazy. It's called a mukbang. That's not what I would think mukbang.
I don't know where they get the names.
I
feel like something about that one seems a little Asian to me.
Maybe. Did you know about FetLife.com? It's like a fetish website.
That? No.
I've never been on it except when I was like single and miserable. I was thinner then too. Being miserable makes you much thinner. I told my boyfriend, I said, stop making me happy. I was like, I want to be thin again. The
happier you are, the worse you look.
My friend, it's true. I haven't seen her.
Like fat people are jolly. You know?
That's why it's a word associated with it. Like when you're thin, you're just miserable. You're starving all the time.
Are you depressed? Why aren't you eating?
Right. Like what's wrong
I'm
with
depressed.
you?
You figured it out.
I want to be depressed again. Can somebody please cancel my antidepressant medication and get me out of this relationship? I don't fit into my clothes anymore.
So FetLife, what's on this website?
When I was single, people were like, oh, you should check out this dating website.
Who are these people? See, I guess you're from LA. There's a lot of this shit out here. You know, like I thought I was a pretty sexual guy, but like I'm normal sexual, like mainstream sexual. Out here, it's like everyone's in a fucking thruple, and I'm polyamorous, and let's go to this key party or swingers. I'm like, God, why can't you just meet a chick and bang her?
Right? I mean, not anymore.
When did that go out of style? I thought pussy was forever in style. Like,
pussy is not forever.
No,
in
now
style.
it's feet
like,
and spitting in each other's mouths
and acid
and buttholes.
Just buttholes. Ripple effects, just buttholes all the time. Like, why are we obsessed with the butthole?
Do you think they ate as much ass in the past and just didn't talk about it?
Yeah, isn't that how dysentery started? No, I'm just kidding. I don't know, like,
yeah, it's how scabies.
Scabies. Pink eye was a real pandemic back in the day.
I bet they didn't though, because there was a lot more hair back in the day. You know, A lot of hairy. I mean, there's a lot of hairy assholes now.
I was thinking there's probably
mine
still
included.
a lot of hairy assholes.
But girls now get the whole wax. They get the
laser.
They get the laser completely removed. The Nair, all these other options.
I spent $4,000 on laser hair removal.
Did it take?
I'm a hairy bitch.
Did it take?
Mostly.
Okay, because I dated a few girls who had it.
Yeah.
And one girl's a Greek girl, super hot, super sweet. She got it done. But she's like, yeah, but like after a year, like just like one little patch started growing back.
Yeah, so it's like a little soul patch on my asshole. Like starts playing jazz music. It's just like the blues.
She had a little Hitler mustache on her taint.
It just grows. It grows like a skullet, like just a pony, like bald up top. And
you have a genital mullet, business up front, party in the back.
Exactly.
Just
it's
front
like,
flaps hanging back there.
Just in the wind. Oh my God. Oh, it's funny you said a Greek girl. Everybody thinks I'm Greek, Armenian, Persian.
Out here, yeah.
Italian,
well, I mean, not Jewish out here.
No, people will be like, people
the
speak
curly
me in
hair
Farsi.
gives it away, I think, for me.
Maybe. But people speak to me in Farsi. I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't know.
Well, there's that whole thing out here.
Yeah.
You know, the Persian thing.
Yeah. I was just
It's weird that Iranians call themselves Persians. Why don't they just call themselves Iranians?
Iranians?
Yeah.
I don't know. Because it used to be Persia?
Yeah, but I mean, this used to be nowhere, and I'm an American. You know,
and I call myself a nobody, so it's fine.
Yeah, no one's like, I'm from Prussia. Like it doesn't exist.
Right. And I was thinking about that because you said, like, I told you my mom's from England, and the other day I was watching something. I'm like, do people say I'm English or I'm British? Like, does it go back and forth? Do you say, like, you know what I mean?
That's the thing. Well, it took me I consider myself a pretty educated guy, but it took me a long time to wrap my head around. Thank you. To wrap my head around the fact that like the UK is like 4 separate countries.
Right.
That's the United Kingdom. So if your mom's from England,
so she's English.
Yeah, she's English.
But when
if she was Scottish,
British.
she'd be Scottish. All of them are British.
Isn't that crazy?
You know, like you're a Californian, I'm a New Yorker, but we're both Americans.
Right.
It's kind of like that, I think, as far as I know.
Are you proud to be an American?
Yeah. I mean, better than being
today
from the Communist Party of China. I mean,
today's a rough one.
Oh, today's a rough one. Well, I mean, look, every week there's always some fucked up shit going on.
I know, every fucking week.
Of course, we're talking about the shooting in Texas. What's the death toll up to now? It's kind of going up, huh?
20.
How old were the kids?
They're elementary.
Oh my God.
They're elementary. I work with high schoolers.
What monsters.
Not elementary. I used to work with elementary. It's tough. I was a teacher in a classroom, and we had to be trained on what to do on if an active shooter came in.
What's that training like?
That I have a joke about it, but it's like
you can run it.
I'm gonna test that.
We'll workshop on the show.
But the truth is, it is that we are supposed to engage the shooter.
Well, I think they figured that out because, like,
I mean, the teachers are dead. Like, as a teacher, it was our job to protect and
well, yeah, you're supposed to like die ahead of the student. Well, that
totally.
one fucking cop at Marjorie Stoneham Douglas High School who like didn't shoot there was a school cop. He ran away. Yeah, they charged him with a crime.
Yeah,
he's like
fucking pussy. A crime of being a pussy.
Yeah, he's like delinquent. Yeah, you can't just not show up.
Yeah,
when you're the cop on duty. He's like, I'm not going to do that. It's
like what's your job? He's like, you're going to be on hall duty. Like that's what you think you're doing. But yeah, no, there was engage a shooter and do
you think you'd have the heroism, like the courage to do it?
Well, I was gonna say I think I would. I like to think that I would, and I think like whether if I died or lived, that my mom would just be like really happy that she could tell her friends I was once engaged. that's the joke.
The only time I get engaged.
The only time I'm engaged.
I know.
It's with an active shooter.
I'm a complete coward. I don't think I'd step on the kids on the way out the fucking.
I would like.
I'm going to be honest about it. That's why I'm not a teacher. You know?
Yeah, I mean that's not why you get into teaching. You're like, I'm going to be a teacher so I can be a hero.
So I can be a hero. Well, I'm not a cop or a fireman. Like I'm not running into a burning building.
No,
I'm the first one out.
Fuck no. I'm a coward. I was on a hike once and I got really high and then I'm walking like enjoying the trail and then one of my friends had climbed up and went rawr and I was like, oh my God, it's a mountain lion, and I went.
That's the right thing to do, by the way.
Like in a little ball.
That's the right thing. Because running is exactly the opposite of what you should do.
Or I'll just
because they are cats.
Take me. Yeah.
Like and if you run, they do chase. So stopping is the right move.
Yeah.
Curling up.
That, which I do a lot.
Although I think with bears,
so if I don't want to have sex, I just stop and curl up.
Oh my God.
That too.
That might be the worst form of rejection. If a woman just curls you into this baby and she just fucking rolls up, like, oh man, like, you could have just said no or later. You're like, I'm hungry. Any other excuse?
I'm tired.
Yeah.
I have a headache. I have to wash my hair.
Yeah, by the way, who is tired? Have you ever been too tired for sex?
Yeah, and that's why I just roll on my side and I'm like, I'll just do it from there.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
yes,
no matter how sleepy I am, I could always knock one out before I go back to sleep. You know,
knock one out.
I'm never too tired to come. Like.
Here's what's funny though. Men, it energizes you, right? You come. Then, no, sorry.
No, with men,
Rewind.
it's the opposite.
Rewind.
I go to bed, dude.
Wow, I have dyslexia. Men, you get tired and you
Yeah.
go to sleep. Women, it energizes us. So if I'm like half
Why
asleep
is
already, and then like if I have sex and have an orgasm, I'm like, let's go play a game and let's go like talk and hang out. And they're like, please leave me alone.
If there is a God, that's a design flaw. Why the fuck would you do that?
I have no idea.
It seems counterproductive.
It does, because like shouldn't we both be tired and just like pass out?
That would be the ideal scenario. It's
Yeah.
like, you're
Yeah,
done. You go to
done.
sleep. Yeah.
Done.
Exactly.
I'm spent.
Exactly. I don't know. So how'd you meet your boyfriend? How long have you been dating your boyfriend now? Because last time you were on, I think you had just gotten out of a relationship.
Which time? There's been many.
2018. So that might have been 4 boyfriends ago. I don't know what
That could have been.
I don't know what your average. I don't know what you're averaging here.
boyfriends.
1 a year, 2 a
Yeah,
year.
probably. 1 a year, probably. No.
Oh, so you're like a serial monogamous kind of
actually, like not really. I was a serial.
No, I'm
hoe
just a huge
for, no,
slut.
I was a serial hoe for him, and I kind of missed that a little bit.
That's college. That doesn't
No,
count.
that was.
I was in my late 30s, Randy.
It was last week. We met about like 7 months ago, in line for a Halloween party, and he was dressed up as a chicken, and I was dressed
And you're
up.
dressed up as an egg? What the fuck?
No, just Miss Argentina from Beetlejuice. So I had like blue paint on,
nice.
red wig. He did not know what I looked like.
That's a hard way to meet somebody on Halloween, man. Because first, I mean, look, there's always the slutty outfit,
Right.
right? So like from a guy's perspective, it could be a little fool's gold happening if she really put herself together.
Right.
But then if she goes like funny, funny costume, or you have some big stupid thing on, like you don't really know what the other person looks like.
Yeah, he
And
didn't.
you hook
really
up
know.
with the dumb outfit. At the end of the night, you wake up like, what the fuck is that? Did I fuck a French fry? Like,
Right. What is that? Is that Salisbury steak? He wanted to hook up that night, and I was not having it. It was like 4:30 in the morning. I just ate a patty melt. I was like, it's
class.
He's like, should I come inside?
Yeah, that's when you know you're doing anal after the patty melt.
That's when you should toss my salad. Let me tell you. I need some greens after that meal. No, I was like, this is not happening. And I had only painted myself blue from here to here, because that's what showed.
Oh, that
And
would
then
have been
from
great.
Here to
Yeah.
here. So if I was naked, it would just be
Just
a white
blue
highlight
and then pasty in the
right
middle.
here. I was like, let's highlight the perfect area of my body right here.
Just accentuate where all the bad parts collect.
Yeah. I just want, my eyes are up here, and he's just like, it's not even my tits. It's like just looking here. But I was like, that's not going to happen. And I don't want blue paint everywhere.
Oh, God, yeah.
Could you imagine?
How would you do it? Like, be all in his bed or your bed or whoever's
my
bed it was?
Yeah. It was
Whatever
mine.
dumpster you were fucking behind.
Right, seriously. Wouldn't be the first time. And he was like, can I come inside? I was like, no. And I was like,
in me? Yeah,
right.
sure, but not now.
I've come dumpster. Not behind it.
I have an IUD, but that's not what we're talking about.
And then when we went out on our first date, I was like, this is what I look like. He was like,
No, put the outfit back on.
I know. He was like, cool. He was like, I liked you based on your personality anyway when I met you. And I'm like,
that
yeah, but
that might
this is what I look
again.
like.
That might be a little bit of a backhanded compliment right there. It's like, hey, I'm not hot.
I'm the professional of receiving backhanded compliments.
It sounds like
No,
you got
I
one
had
from your mom,
several.
one from your boyfriend now.
I got another one. This guy I went out with years ago. We hooked up a little bit. Then years had passed. We saw each other again, like 6 years later. And he goes, oh, you're better looking than I remember.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Did you hook up with him the first time?
The first time we like dated for a month and hooked up.
Okay. And
The
the
second
second time you're like, fuck you, asshole.
No, he looked worse. I was like, you look worse than I remember.
Yeah.
And he was a
that's
trench
usually
coat kid. He was a I found out later he was a trench coat kid.
What is that?
Like a guy who wore a trench coat in high school.
Oh God. Just completely, like angry teen shit. Angst.
Yeah, angsty.
Where did the trench coat come from?
Yeah, why was it?
'Cause I know there was a Columbine thing, so I'm talking about school shootings, but like those guys had trench coats, and how'd they get into them? Like sometime in the early '90s, wearing a black trench coat became like
Was it
some
before
sort of
the Matrix or
counterculture.
after?
Might be the Matrix.
Was it the Matrix?
Yeah, which is kind of like a weird thing. I feel like guys that like are into the Matrix so much they want to get a trench coat have a little bit of like a closet homosexual thing going
What
on.
is it, like flashers or?
Yeah, they're just like into Neo in a leather trench coat. It's like, all right, man, like
Yeah.
I got turned on by what's her name in Basic Instinct when she crossed her legs in that
Oh
little
yeah,
white
what
dress.
is it?
Yeah,
She's like,
exactly. Yeah,
Excuse
that was like their moment. Like, oh my god, I didn't know I had gay
One of
feelings. So I saw
these.
Keanu in leather. You know?
And you're like, hello. Like, what's in there? Yeah, that was hot. That
I
was a
wonder
hot
if Michael
move.
Douglas got his HPV from her or his throat cancer from her.
No, didn't he say he got it from
From eating
going-
pussy.
Yeah,
And I
from
assume he
eating
ate her pussy. I mean, she
throat cancer.
he
from
was
eating
a
pussy.
leading man and she was the female lead. So I'm sure I mean, it's the 80s.
That's the way to go
It was
out.
the 90s. Like part of your
wasn't-
contract as a male movie star is you had sex with the female lead.
Didn't he say he
Right?
got it from his wife, Catherine Zeta? Like,
Really?
or I don't know.
God,
I don't track everyone's
80
HPV,
some odd year
just
old Michael
mine.
Douglas is going down on Catholic. What a
Good for him.
He takes his dentures out and really gets after it.
You like that, sweetheart? Is that good for you? Is
Oh
that
my God, he just gums the bean.
Oh my God. Oral sex is funny. It's so weird.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of other animals, licking each other's genitals. They kind of
just their own genitals.
Yeah, just their own
Their
genitals.
own.
Yeah, they kind of just mount them from behind and then run away. I feel like most sex in the animal kingdom is rape.
It absolutely
Oddly
is.
enough.
My cat, I catch him constantly raping his bed. My cat fucks his bed on the daily.
I never thought about that. Dogs all the time will hump shit. Male, female dogs, especially when you get them as puppies and they're getting older. But I've never seen a cat hump anything, and I didn't know if they do that.
My cat
and
will
you're
fuck.
confirming this.
I have videos that my cat.
What are you doing with it? You post them on OnlyFans?
Yeah. Pussy thrust.
Dude,
1, 2, 3.
I bet there's a huge cat fetish on OnlyFans somewhere.
Ew.
You know how people love cats? They made a whole fucking documentary about it.
But just him, like, I'll see him gyrating on his bed. Like, the first time it happened, I was like, what's going on? And I was like, Murray, and I flipped him, and his penis was out.
What does a cat dick look like? I've seen a dog dick.
It's like a mini, it's like red.
Oh, it's like a dog dick, a little red rocket?
Ugh.
Did he come? Did you finish him off?
I was like, hold on, let me help you. No, disgusting. I was like, I felt like walked on my son masturbating. I was like, sorry, I'll close the door. And I was like, are you okay?
You gave him kitty porn? You taped up
afterwards,
the back ends of other cats next to the litter box?
Just a hairless cat. She had a wax job. She had laser.
Yeah, he's into the laser too.
Yeah, that one. The hairless cat just has a little patch of hair growing.
It's weird. I feel like animals like it when other animals are filthy and stinky. Human beings are the only ones that like it clean.
I don't know. I've met a freaky guy once who I was like, I got to go shower. I got to go freshen up. He goes, no, that's okay. And then he like took my underwear and went,
wow.
Some people like it dirty.
I mean, it's one thing.
Hi, Mom.
I know, right? It's one thing if that's what you're into. It's another thing to do it in front of the person. Like, you just sniffed your panties when you left the room.
Right.
Not like, hey, get off that Soul Cycle class. Let me get the fucking.
Yeah, seriously. Like, he was like, can you,
I'm
like,
going to lick the
ship
bicycle
it to them.
seat. Oh.
I'm like, wring out your underwear just
I mean, that's
into
a whole
cup.
thing
Yeah,
now.
it's a whole
thing. Bitch was selling farts.
That girl, and she had a heart attack.
I wonder how valid that heart attack is. Also, how fucking dumb is she? She could have got those stink pills and just broke them into the jar and closed it. Those little fart. Remember back
I make a stink bomb?
Yeah, in grade school, it smelled like a fart.
Yeah.
Just fucking put it in the jar, throw it out, cap the jar. It's like, oh yeah, it's my fart.
Right, or like if you're gonna make your underwear smell, just put like tuna juice on it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I said just sell your shit. If you could sell a fart for $50,000, you could sell a dump for at least $100,000.
Sell a dump.
Yeah, she was selling the farts for like $10,000 a piece. I bet you could get 20 for a piece of shit.
I get so
like,
I'm like, why did I go to college? Like, what is it?
I
Like, I get so angry. Like, good for these people, entrepreneurs, like living your life. But like,
yeah, I'm just mad I didn't figure it out. Like,
same. I'm furious.
I mean, they beat life.
They did
the puzzle.
They beat life. We're over
She's
here
farting into a jar. She's a millionaire.
Right. I'm like, where's my 401k? Where's my health insurance? Where's this? Like, I have this stuck in my mind.
I'm worried about being like a respectable citizen. It's like this bitch is sitting on $20 million of farts.
She farted out 20 million. Literally, she just farted 20 million.
How much I fart? My asshole's worth at least $100 million a year. I fart a lot.
I mean, mine's at least worth more than 1,000 because 1,000 for the laser, and then plus. I mean, it's a good ass.
Did that hurt? The lasering of the ass?
I lasered everywhere.
Like from the eyebrows down?
I mean, look at these eyebrows. Did I laser them? No.
No, I'm saying like we mean everywhere. Like.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I still grow hair.
Arms too?
I did, yeah.
How long did this take? Months and months?
Years.
Jesus.
I was a hairy bitch.
Yeah, I know, but I wouldn't think you need to like laser your arms.
No, I mean, but like back in the day, like the time we grew up, like I felt like
the time we grew up, it wasn't that long ago.
Yes, it's way.
Well, the time we grew up, there was a lot of fucking hair. I mean, I remember, going down on girls in high school and there was bush.
Were you in high school in the 70s?
No, it was
back
90s, 2000s.
Yeah, no,
but
like,
not every fucking 16-year-old girl knew they're gonna have sex that day. And there was some bush.
No
one's getting laser treatment in
tried.
1993. Whatever it was, 96.
Yeah, you're a little bit older than me.
39, just turned 39. Yeah. Old man river.
When's your birthday?
It was last Thursday.
Well, that's right. Happy
Thursday.
birthday, Gemini, right?
You got one coming up, right?
Yeah, next week.
Taurus.
Are you you're almost there?
Oh, you into that? See, that's how you know
No,
she's from LA.
I'm not into it. I'm just
she
saying.
Got a crystal stuffed up
my
her
first
ass.
tattoo was a Gemini thing on my
back.
back.
Now you're really not Jewish. Can't be better than Jewish cemetery.
I have a few tattoos.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, they're all hidden. They're all around.
For the most part, except for that one.
They ring your butthole.
Right, exactly. It's just like, this was laser, like a certification stamp.
But I'm saying, like, a laser sound, it's like burning your hair off.
Yeah.
And if you're burning hair off your asshole, how did you shit? Like, it must have burned for a week.
No, it's like so quick. It's like, feels like a rubber band, just kind of like snapping.
Oh, but it doesn't like get all puffy and irritated.
No.
Because I'm thinking like I mean.
Did you think my asshole prolapse and just like,
yeah, that's what I thought. Like, honestly,
fell out,
it's like, oh my god, it's so swollen. You gotta like sit on a
like
ice
a
pack or
donut.
something.
do, and you like go back to work the next day.
Yeah, you can fuck right on it.
Yeah, you could get fucked in the ass the next day. It's fine.
I mean, the doctor's fucking me ass while he was doing it.
Right, exactly. He's like, gonna make sure everything's working fine. Oh my God, you want to hear some stupid joke? My dad, he like loves that I do comedy because he wanted to do comedy, but like never had the balls to like get up on stage. And he's a salesman, jokester, and he's like, I got one for you. I got one. I'm like, all right.
There we go.
He calls me, I got one for you. And these are jokes either he's heard before, I think, and thinks he's made them up.
Use this in your act. No chance.
Right. He goes, so I went to the proctologist. I was like, well, there's the first thing.
All right.
I can't use
Hack City.
He goes, I went to the proctologist, and I asked
two
him,
Jews walking to the bar.
Exactly.
It's like, all right, Dad, we heard this.
We heard it. He goes, I asked him to use 2 fingers. And when the doctor said why, he goes, because I wanted a second opinion.
Oh, he must have fell off the chair laughing at his own joke with that. You know, that's typical dad shit.
He was like,
you can't get the joke out because you're laughing at your own bullshit already.
He's like, and he said, I did a second opinion. And he's like, okay. Then he won't even call me to ask how I am or anything else.
He just lays that joke on you and then hangs up. Doesn't he say goodbye?
He goes, I got one. Okay. And then just leaves.
I love those street jokes, man. Oh, those old
the Borscht Belty. Like,
yeah,
that's my style. I have like a couple friends like, you're so corny or you're so cheesy or you're so like, you got some like punny jokes. I'm like, that's just who I am. Like Mel Brooks was my man.
Yeah, he's
like,
fucking fantastic. Guy's
like,
a legend.
That's just like who I am. Like the little dirty, a little Jewy.
Yeah, well, I like
a little dirty Jew.
Little dirty Jew.
Dirty Jew. My new handle. Yeah. Dirty Jew.
That's a follow up to Mein Kampf. Little dirty Jew.
Little dirty Jew. I just start getting all just like fucking white supremacists following me. This is my fan base.
I used to love those street jokes. I love like me and my buddies will still do it. Like we'll just tell street jokes to each other, but like old racist ones.
Oh, yeah.
And some of them are pretty great. Like my buddy told me one the other day. It's like, here's one for you. You know, 2 black guys walk into the bar. Bartender says, "Get the fuck out."
Jesus Christ.
Stupid shit like that.
Stupid
shit like that.
Like so many. I used to like do all those Helen Keller jokes when I was a kid.
Oh my God.
You know, we used to tell us and think it was funny before we even knew better. You know, I mean, maybe it's still funny. I don't know.
Oh, a lot of those jokes are still. I feel like that's a goal of mine to write a joke so good that it becomes a street joke.
Right.
So like other people, random people start telling it to each other. You know, like
just for like years.
Somebody wrote that. Somebody wrote like, all those Mel Brooks type jokes. Like somebody, you know.
Yeah. Somebody wrote a Helen Keller joke.
Yeah.
It wasn't her.
You know what's funny about that? I saw a street sign a couple days ago that had fucking Braille on it.
How does that happen?
I was like, how the fuck do they know how's a blind person going to know it's there to touch it? You know, like
can they even reach it? How high is the sign?
It was fucking ridiculous. I was like,
that's ridiculous. Also, like when I'm driving, I'll see a sign off the freeway. It's like the Braille Institute.
Yeah.
How do they know?
Yeah, a friend has to tell them.
Yeah, they're like, hey, did you see that? No. Can you read it to me, please? Like the Braille.
That must be. Yeah, I wonder if blind people get like angry about that, like a microaggression. Have you seen this movie? It's like I've not seen anything.
Yeah,
in
how
30
dare
fucking
you?
years. Yeah.
How dare you?
Did you hear about? No, I heard nothing.
Yeah,
I heard nothing.
Like, okay. Oh my God! I said yesterday. I felt so bad because like I was blind a little bit yesterday, and I called my friend. I went, wow, being blind sucks. And she was like, so insensitive. I was like, I'm just saying to be blind would suck
I would totally rather lose my hearing before my vision. Without question.
Yeah, I love music and like for sure, but like if I can feel the vibrations and get it, great, you know.
We know how that works.
But yeah,
little
being
sucking
blind
vibrator action.
sucked. Like, because I like to watch TV and watch things and like see people.
See?
And see. I like to see.
I like to read. You know, I don't have to like feel bumps to figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
Like crazy. I mean, if you feel bumps to figure something out on other people.
I wonder if they could like touch someone with acne and like see if there's like a sentence on their face.
That was a joke. That was like someone like that was like one of those street jokes. It's like, your acne is so bad, like I bet a blind person can read it. Like your face
that's great.
So like my like that's how I tell the street jokes. Like, your acne's so bad.
You sound like you have some sort of fucking epileptic problem.
Your acne's so bad. It's just Timmy. Like that's what I feel like.
Oh man, dude, I was thinking about that the other day because I was watching the news for the fucking the shooting or whatever, and they had the deaf interpreter out behind the governor.
Yeah,
and I'm like, first of all, that's got to be the best job ever.
At the rap concerts, you see that?
I've seen that.
Oh,
I've seen that. I've seen that. But yeah, Well, that's what made me
Yeah.
think. I was like, I've never gotten a good hand job, but I bet if I did, it'd be from a deaf interpreter.
That's true. Never. You can say
They have
never.
to be the best at it.
They have to be the
Yeah,
best.
have to be.
Right. Can you?
They still won't make me come as fast as I can make myself come, though.
Of
That's
course.
for certain.
I mean, same for women. But I was gonna say, like, you know how they say, "Oh, spell the alphabet with your tongue."
That's
I wonder.
that's an old wives'
I know,
tale.
but what if she's like, A,
Oh
B,
yeah, the deaf
C,
alphabet.
The deaf alphabet.
Yeah,
D,
she better clip her
D's
fingernails.
good.
D's good.
D's good.
Yeah. You know sign language?
A, B, C, D.
Where'd you learn
E.
that?
A Sesame Street book.
You just memorize it. Look at you.
Yeah, when I was a
How
kid.
cute.
This is like sun, I think, or like moon or something. Asshole. I don't know.
This is me fisting your asshole.
Yeah, this is fisting. It's firework.
That's an old joke of mine. Like one of my early, probably one of my first jokes I wrote. I was like, you ever notice how when you put your hand in to get the last Pringle out of the can, it's the same loving motion you do when you're fisting your girlfriend. And
And it's like a little twist, and you're like, I'm stuck. Somebody help me.
This
one. I'm stuck. Why do they make it like that? Those cans
those cans. I don't get it, honestly.
should it be open on both ends?
Well, yeah, you should. It should almost be like
The
a
Chinese
sub.
finger
You should
trap.
like roll it back. Like it should be like a tray.
There should be a
It's
tray.
like a Chips Ahoy type tray of
Yes.
chips. Is really what it should be like.
Chips Ahoy.
Yeah, these are two fat kids talking right
Yeah,
now. I mean,
right.
it's just snacking. Just
Oh my God.
snacking.
I saw that someone posted, it was like, on TikTok, there's a new trend where it's like people are making mini cookies and putting them in milk to make cereal. Don't you remember?
They had that.
Don't you remember Cookie Crisp? That's
Yeah.
what it is. But now, like, influencers.
Trend. Oh,
are
they think,
like,
yeah, they think they reinvented it.
yeah.
You know what I always said, and somebody actually came up with it. I was stunned. You know how like when you get an ice cream cone, that last like the waffle cone, that last bit where it all kind of wells up. It's like they should just make those as bites.
Yeah.
I saw in the
Like-
freezer section they got ice cream cone bites, dude.
Let's just have a fat
I know, right?
now. Let's just talk about. Wait, you mean like a drumstick at the
Yeah.
bottom? Oh,
Yeah,
it's the best.
it's the best part.
It's the best part.
They got it, and they also have bagel bites now too. That come. They're like
Like Bantam bagels. They're
yeah,
like a
they're
ball.
like cream cheese in the middle.
Yeah.
I was like, what, dude?
That's how I
Where were
feel.
those when I was a kid?
Thank God, because I was already. Let me tell you,
I'd have been a fat little fuck.
I worked at Cold Stone Creamery when I was in high school. I got fat.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Yeah, I ate
would've
ice
been
cream
300 pounds.
every day.
Why
What-
wouldn't you? Especially
I mean-
the kid. How old? High school?
Yeah, it was like my first job.
Did you steal a lot from it? Give it to your friends? Free ice cream for friends when it comes to store?
No, I'm like an honest person.
Oh, come on.
I ate a lot of. I stole.
Yeah,
a,
you stole a lot, just
I
not
stole
for
a
your
lot
friends.
for me to eat. Like,
Personally, you ate it?
yeah, I was like every time I restock the gummy bears, I'd eat some, or like the chocolate to melt to make the dip cones. I smelled so good every day.
How do you like work that fucking?
thing?
Yeah,
I
they
had-
teach you how to do that, or
I
just
had
like go,
huge traps.
Oh my god!
All my wrestler friends.
You
were
like you just threw shot put.
I walk in, they're like, "You guys want some ice cream?" Like, my wrestler friends, like, "Damn, girl, your traps are bigger than mine."
just from fucking working.
Just
That.
from like working on the stove.
That was your first job. I was at McDonald's, and
Oh.
I got thin because I got so grossed out from touching the food all day.
Yeah,
The
no, I
food,
get
I mean, it
that.
was clean and all that,
right.
but it was just like I just made 1,200 Big Macs in a row. I don't want to make another one for myself.
Right, you don't want to see it.
So I just go take a nap in the break room.
Because the ice cream at Cold Stone, you can make whatever, like many variations.
Oh no
so
shit! And it's
it was
ice cream.
just
It's way more delicious.
My
than-
favorite food group, ice cream. Actually, my favorite food group is buffet. So
food group, the entire group.
the entire group.
Buffet. You go to like Chinese buffet. What are you
Oh
talking?
yeah,
about?
there's King Buffet over here.
I haven't been to a good Chinese buffet in
There's
LA.
one here. It looks like a real dump from the outside. You're like,
All
oh, no.
buffets look like dumps. I haven't been to a classy buffet ever.
Vegas, Bacchanal, Caesar's Palace.
But even those are
Sponsorship.
trash. Like I mean, it's like
I mean, yeah, in a way.
it's trashy. The idea, like eating out of the trough like that, is just not classy at all. And it's like in total. You know, just get in line with all the other pigs and get your fucking
Yeah.
slop and get.
Just
I
give me
mean,
my crab legs.
economically, it makes sense.
But I love it. It's like crab legs next to a waffle. Like
Oh
on
yeah,
the
well
same
that's the
plate.
Vegas buffets. They come through.
I'm talking about Vegas. That's what I'm talking about. Bacchanals in Vegas. Like that's the way to do
It's
it.
called Bacchanal.
It's at Caesar's Palace.
Do they know what Bacchanal means? It's like a Roman orgy. They
Is that what that means?
Yeah, they named like the fucking buffet after a Roman orgy.
Do they have the vomitorium as well? Because
Vomitorium.
so I can
Oh my god.
like I have a process. It's not to throw up, it's so I can eat more, but I have a process at a
It's not
buffet.
that- I am bulimic just so I can eat more
Just-
food.
yeah.
It has nothing to do with losing weight.
Yeah, I don't want it's just so I can have
more
more
flavor in my mouth.
Well, it's kind of the other way. Like I'll go to the buffet like early-ish, where it's like brunch. I'll hang out. Things will digest. I'll excuse myself to the restroom.
Oh yeah, I had a buddy.
Poop.
Oh,
I'll come back.
I had a
and then
buddy who
eat the
famously
the
would
dinner.
poop at the buffet.
Yeah,
He would literally like go eat shit,
and
come
then eat
back,
more.
and like watch football on his phone.
Yeah,
Like while he worked up, like they would get pissed. He'd be there for 3.5 hours.
I was like, you don't tell me how to eat on my time.
Yeah, they don't put a time limit when you go to the buffet.
Some places do now.
Really?
I think so.
Of course, fat ass Americans figured out a way to game that system.
You want to hear the most fat ass thing they've done?
What's that?
There's a buffet pass.
The fuck does that mean?
You can get a pass that you pay for, so you can bounce from buffet to buffet around Vegas without having to pay for each time. Or it used to be like that before the pandemic.
I was gonna say, wait, like all these Chinese buffets in LA have a pass.
No, there's like one
to go to all the Chinese buffets.
One.
Yeah, I didn't know they were owned by the same company. That's amazing. There's a billionaire.
No, the Vegas buffets, there used to be a pass.
God almighty. I mean, there's America for you in a microcosm. Go to Las Vegas to gamble your life away and make up for it by having the buffet pass when you're broke. So you just go from buffet to buffet eating in your little rascal scooter.
Yeah, just like your scooter, and then go see Bruno Mars. You know, like.
Oh my God, that's the thing about Vegas, man. It used to be fucking classy, man. Now it's just disgusting.
Do you ever go to Fremont, downtown Vegas? That's the best.
Yeah. I've been down there. I was there last time I went down. We were like, let's go to Fremont for the night.
Oh, it's the best.
It was wild.
I don't have to wear heels. I think I'm done wearing heels ever.
Thank you.
Ever.
Thank you. I've been fucking saying this to women for forever. And
is the sticker on the bottom? I was like, wait, is the sticker on the bottom?
She's giving them back. My buddies would like give me shit because I'd tell girls like, why are you wearing that? They're wearing heels. I want to look good. Like, it's uncomfortable.
It's so uncomfortable.
A guy's gonna fuck you anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Your heels are not gonna make the difference.
I said, like, if I get married, I'm wearing fucking Nikes. Like, I don't like. I'm not, because it does give you like a more of a posture thing. But like, my posture looks like a giraffe learning to walk. Like that, it does not work for me. I've never been able to wear heels. Like, it just my back. Like, I just can't do it.
Well, I hate that they complain about it. It's like you chose to wear those shoes. I didn't ask you to put, like, if I'm out with a girl, like, I didn't ask you to wear them. Like, put fucking sneakers on. I'm wearing sneakers. Fucking
yeah, but then, right, and then you see us in Vegas walking barefoot.
Yeah. Oh God.
Or in Hollywood Boulevard.
That's how you get fucking AIDS.
Right, exactly. They're like, do you have an STD? You're like, no, not from sex. Like, just walk barefoot in the lobby.
Barefoot.
Yeah. Just walk to barefoot.
Yeah, Vegas is just not classy anymore, man.
I was conceived in Vegas. What does that tell you?
Oh my God. It tells me your parents aren't real Jewish. Jewish people don't gamble. They
no, but they own property.
Okay, there you go. It all comes together now.
My grandfather lived in Vegas, so when he passed, we got the house.
And you grew up here in L.A.?
I grew up in L.A., born and raised. And
like, what part of town?
Like Melrose.
Like fucking right here? Like, like mid-city? Like,
yeah, I still live there now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are your folks still here?
Uh-huh.
In the same house?
Uh-huh.
How long have they been in that house?
Oh my God. Well, I'm 37. My sister's 42. Is that right?
They've been in the same house the whole time?
Yeah, the whole time.
That's some Leave It to Beaver shit.
Do
you like go over there and do your laundry and shit?
No, I have a machine.
I still use theirs. I mean,
I treat their garage like Costco.
Oh, you just all your shit's in there?
And I'm like, paper towel, toilet paper, Kleenex. Okay, bye. Just like my dad when he tells me a joke. He's just like, I just don't even like leave.
That's the trade-off. You get to go in there and take fucking paper towels.
And then I have to listen to a joke.
Bad jokes. His proctology jokes.
He always tells.
Is he a proctologist?
My dad, no, he was a salesman, but he's a music producer.
Oh.
He does like gospel music and stuff. And
your dad is a gospel music producer.
Yeah, among other things, but yeah.
Among.
Like other music, like he did some.
Oh, okay. I was like, among other things. What is he, the mob?
Yeah. Among other things.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that was the worst. Like a Lucille Bluth wink. Yeah, that's what it's like. My dad's 87. Or he's turning 87.
Is your third wife your mom?
No, for one and only.
And she's in her 80s?
She's 70. How old is she? She's 76.
Okay. Oh wow, he did all right. 9 years. That's not bad.
Did I do the math right? No, they're 11 years apart.
Then she's 74.
She's 74.
All right, good for him.
I have a college degree from the University of Kansas.
You left LA to go to fucking Kansas?
I did. I went to KU. Rock Chalk, baby.
I mean, it looks like a good time, but Kansas?
Fuck yeah, it was the best.
What town is that in again?
Lawrence.
Was there anything going on besides school in there?
It's a college town, so.
I mean, that must have been, what was it, 30,000 kids, something crazy like that?
It's crazy, yeah. It's like that. It's
just
100,000 people in the town itself.
That's a real bacchanal.
That was a bacchanal for sure. It was fun. Like, I love the Midwest. I love like that college town experience.
But why'd you settle in Kansas? Like, why wouldn't you go to like UCLA or just somewhere nice?
I'm sorry, did you see me just try to do very simple math right now? Why didn't I go to UCLA? Because I couldn't subtract 11 years. I didn't want to stay in LA. I wanted that college.
You wanted Kansas. You were like, no, fuck New York, DC, Chicago, Miami, Kansas.
I wanted New York. My parents said it's too far. I'm like, but I'm like a New Yorker.
What the fuck does it matter? The flight to Kansas, a flight to New York it's not like they can drive to Kansas any quicker. Like either way, it's a flight.
I don't know why they were just like, it's too far.
Where were you gonna go if you're trying to get to New York?
I don't know, because I couldn't get into like NYU. I just wanted to live in New York. I thought I would do very well there.
Yeah, you'd like it, but I mean, I feel like I always say people that like New York, people weren't raised there. I mean, I love New York. I love being from there, but like, I just want to leave.
Well, it's like LA.
Everyone wants to leave their hometown.
It's like I always am talking about leaving LA, but like, why would I leave? Like, the industry's here, my family's here. I've made a lot of friends. My boyfriend never wants to leave LA.
Is he from LA as well?
No, he's from Indiana.
Oh my God.
So he's like, fuck the Midwest. I'm never going back. And I was like, well, I have a British passport. I'm not going somewhere where it's gloomy. I'm like, what about
gloomy? Yeah, that cuts off most of the world.
Yeah, pretty much. He's like, I don't want. He's like, seasonal depression's a bitch. And I was like,
yeah, I could only live in the Southwest, the desert Southwest.
No, he's like, no, it's too bland. It's just like he just wants to be here, which is fine.
7 months and you guys moved in, huh?
Yeah.
When did you have the conversation about moving in?
He was just kind of living there, and I was like, you live here, right? And he was like, yeah, I guess so. I was like, cool.
Did he like get rid of his apartment, or did he still have his apartment?
He was like living with a friend, so he was like wasn't.
Oh, so he really was couch surfing. You picked him up off.
Yes. So when my mom said,
so your mom was dead right.
Yeah, she's like, he just needed a place to live, and I was like, thanks, Mom, I'm worth it.
I do love him though.
Yeah,
even though he needs a place to live.
Yeah, I'm like, he loves me. I think he's but he's a good one. He's
7 months. Is this the first time you lived with a guy?
I lived with another ex. He's not an ex. I lived with another one. Whoopsie.
Breaking news, buddy.
Wow.
Hope you don't listen to this.
This is how I break up with him. I send him a copy.
It's a first here, a breaking exclusive on the Ready Set Blow podcast.
I lived with a guy. I was living next door to my parents at I grew up in a triplex, so there was an apartment that was attached to my parents' house. And it was like, at hotels, they have the double doors that open.
Yeah.
It was like that. So like the umbilical cord just kind of like went very far into the other apartment. So I lived there with him for a little bit. But you had
2 bedrooms, so it's not.
Yeah, but like I would smoke weed and then they could like smell it through the door. Even though I was an adult, it's still like weird.
Yeah, of course.
Like, what am I going to have? Like,
So you're living like kind of in your parents' house with another guy.
Kind of. Like, I'm like the quietest orgasmer ever, like, because I don't want them to hear.
Meanwhile, they're having fucking wild, loud sex in the kitchen.
My dad's like,
while
you're
eating pancakes.
Second opinion.
Mom, Dad, can you cut it out? Like,
yeah, and then no, but I'm so like, people are like, did you orgasm? And I'd be like, yeah, you didn't hear me. I was like, it's just that's it.
When I come, I just scream at the time like, ah!
Somebody's like, is he okay?
Oh my God, I can't stop coming.
Well, the other day, we were having sex, and I was like, I keep saying the same thing, like, oh my God, oh my God. I'm like, my vocabulary is very limited when I'm like coming in.
What do you need to say?
I don't know, but it felt so good. I almost said something, and then I stopped myself.
What were you going to say?
Holy shit balls. Like,
yeah, that would have really broken the mood.
In the middle of
Jiminy Christmas. Yeah. I'd be like, all right, well, this is, I'd start laughing. My boner would disappear.
Right. I almost started laughing because I was just like, oh my God. But I was just going to be like, holy shit balls. It feels good.
Yeah, don't do that.
No.
That's not good sex talk.
No. You want to hear something else that's not good sex talk?
What's that?
Well, I shared with you guys I was a teacher. I was a preschool teacher. So I was.
Please don't get into.
It wasn't. I wasn't with the kids.
Okay.
But
because that's popular these days. I talked about that last week in the news.
What? Oh, like
a female teacher hooked up with a female student.
Oh, that's a first.
Rare, I know.
That's
I like
very
that.
rare.
Yeah. 17-year-old student, female teacher. Pretty good looking teacher too.
17. That's still underage. It's the cusp, but it's still underage.
Depends on the state.
That's true. What state?
Alabama, very legal.
Very legal. 17.
Yeah, Utah, not so much. I think it's 19 in Utah, some shit like that.
I don't even know what's legal in Utah.
I don't know. I've said it before. I said it on stage. Like, if you know the age of consent in a state you don't live in, it's a fucking red flag. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should not know the age of consent when you don't
where
live.
Can I
got to go to Alabama to fuck the women I want. It's like, wait.
Creepy.
Yeah, exactly.
So creepy.
Exactly.
Well, like, I dated a guy 10 years younger than me, and like, at first, I didn't bother me at first, but now looking back, I'm like, oh, he was a child.
Well, how old was he? How old were you?
He was 24. I was 34.
I mean, he's an adult. He's immature, but
he was in the military.
He's an adult. Well, that's a bigger problem than his age. You know what I mean? Like,
that's true.
I mean, if you don't have any prospects, that's where you go, the military.
Yeah.
Not the shit on our special forces. I mean, or troops. I love the troops, but
yeah.
Come on, like if you could have got into West Point, you wouldn't have been listed as a Marine. You would have went to West Point
He was
instead.
a Marine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If he was smart, he would have been an officer. Like,
yeah, he was not.
He was not.
No, he was not.
Yeah, everyone needs a ditch digger, but I bet he was good in bed.
No, but good.
Well, that's true. 24, you're inexperienced.
Inexperienced, but a lot of enthusiasm.
Yeah.
And never gets tired.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm exhausted.
You gotta find that balance.
Yeah, it's true. What was I telling you?
Oh, the weird sex things.
Oh my God, what I said to this guy. Oh my God. I wanted to say, just like move very slowly. I want to like feel every inch of you.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just want to feel it. And I said, I want to feel every eensy weensy bit because I was like thinking about eensy weensy spider. Like I was just so in preschool head mode. So I said eensy weensy bit, and
did he laugh?
I think he was offended. Like my boyfriend now would laugh at that, but this guy was like, "What?"
But that's just funny.
It's hilarious.
It's fucking. It would take me out of it.
I was like, "Come up my water spout."
There you go. Bring that to the stage.
There we go. Down came the rain. Hopefully you can make it
wash
the
spider
out. You know. Out came the sun.
Prolapse my asshole.
It dried up all the rain.
Age will do that for you. Age will dry up the rain.
Age will dry up the rain, and the incy wincy spider never came back to this pussy again.
Nope. So you think this is it? 7 months? You think this could be the one?
Yeah, for sure.
Do you believe in the one? Because I don't.
I don't believe. Do you? Because I hate it. No. I don't believe in the one. Do you like how I close my eyes to think? I'm like,
Yeah, I do that when I'm starting to lie.
I'm like, let's just lie. I don't believe in the one. I think there's many people out there that fulfill, let's get deep here.
Yeah.
Different needs and like can have a successful, meaningful relationship with.
Yeah. But
I definitely think he's the right person for me.
Okay.
For now.
Yeah.
No,
we'll see. Things change.
We'll see.
Yeah,
No,
I don't think
good.
there is such thing as a one. I mean, I feel like I agree with you. There's a lot of people that you could develop a healthy long-term relationship with. I feel like it's like you're not like the one is like 100%. They have everything I want and perfectly compatible and all that bullshit. I feel like anything over 80 is doable.
Yeah.
You know, like and you run into maybe half a dozen people like 85, 87, 88, and any one of those people, if you stuck it out, you could work through it.
Yeah, well, definitely. Does he have
my
everything?
problem is the working through part.
The working through. Yeah, you're like, this isn't working. Goodbye.
It's like fucking hell.
Relationships are a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
Well, they say they shouldn't be, but it is work because you have to not get upset with the person. It's work not with them. It's work on you.
It's work on yourself.
Yeah, it's completely like, fuck. Like you said, I just give up and walk away. Like, I can't do it.
I'm
not willing to do the work. I'm not willing to work on me.
I'm not willing to do any introspective work on myself. No. So this relationship needs to be over. I have been very patient. I've learned a lot. I've grown a lot through the years. I'm very patient now. Before I would just be such a fucking cunt and just like say everything I could to push them away so they would break up with me. Oh, really?
I've done that one before.
I did a lot.
You just started getting distant.
Yeah, and I was just like, oh, just break up with me. And they're like, I won't. I was like, damn it, because I won't either. I was too much of a pussy.
The girl I was dating before, right when I started comedy, well, actually, I was in comedy for like 6 months. I started dating dating for about a year.
Mm-hmm.
Started dating like 6 months before and 6 months after I started. And it was like June of like 2017. When Saturday, she called me up. She's like, hey, I don't think this is going to work out. I was like, all right, fair enough. She goes, excuse me?
She wanted you to fight for
You make good points. Fair enough. She's like, and that's it? It's like, well, yeah, I agree. And she was like, she was expecting me to like.
Yeah, she wanted you to fight for
to be a thing. And I was like, no, that's fair.
Like, you bring up valid points.
She was like devastated by that. It was her idea to break up, and then she ended up devastated.
Yeah,
like, well, what did you think was going to happen?
We're very confusing in that way. We're very confusing. I said to him the other day, he like went to kiss me and his eyes were open, and I like, so were mine. And we looked at each, like we kissed, and I said, don't kiss me with your eyes creepily open looking at me. He goes, well, I wasn't looking at you. And I went, well, where were you looking? Why weren't you looking at me then?
Yeah, what the fuck was he looking at?
I don't know, but like at first I was annoyed that he was being creepy.
I was thinking about lunch tomorrow.
Right, exactly. But like that's how, not, I wouldn't say crazy. I don't want to be like women are crazy, but like we're sensitive souls, many of, and like we can be confusing.
Oh, yeah.
Because in that moment, I was like upset that I was like, he was creepily looking. And then I was upset that he wasn't actually
looking at me. Think it was funny that you like, got upset with him for looking at you and your eyes were open looking at him. It's like,
I know.
What the fuck you looking at?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you looking at?
Who are you talking to? You looking at me? You looking at me? I'm looking at you. You looking at me? I'm looking at you. Who are you looking at? Not you. I'm only here for the place.
So what does he do for work? What is this guy? Is he in showbiz?
No.
Or is he straight? Good.
No. But he loves comedy. He's like obsessed with comedy.
There's, I forget who said it. I heard it on a podcast, but the comment was, there should only be one headshot in the relationship. You can't have two actors, two comedians. Like, it's just too. I mean, how needy can two people be?
Yeah, like there's only room for one star, please. He loves comedy. He's super supportive. Like he's helped me like punch up a couple jokes, which is great.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, no, he's really great. But
I don't know that I would trust a civilian.
A civilian.
Yeah, funny people. I mean, look, I have plenty of funny friends that I will take their advice on a joke, and I have like non-comics, but it'd be weird to like you're, is he funny?
Yeah, he's funny.
Oh, okay. Because my girlfriend's like, I mean, she's funny, but like I enjoy her company. She's not like, she wouldn't like get like stand up funny.
No, I mean like I'm funnier.
Yeah.
Duh. But like, please.
I mean, obviously I'm funnier than he is.
Yeah, like
clearly.
but
goes without saying.
I'll tell you, I had this joke. Like I was trying to tell the story about, I was on a trip and this guy. I'll just tell you, he like basically the sun was like hitting my. I think I told you this on I told this joke at my show that you were on. We had sex. We were outside. It was like the morning. The sun's coming up. The sun's hitting my face. And the guy reached over and pulled a chin hair out from my face.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
So the laser didn't work there. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
so,
the one spot.
The one spot, just the one hair. And so I was trying to be like, what's the punchline? Like, it's a really crazy story. Like, just it's shocking enough that people always laugh at the absurdity of it. And I was saying something about the chin hair. He's like, what about something like Three Little Pigs? And the second he said that.
Chinny chin chin.
The second he said that, it went click. And then I wrote the joke when I was like, I was huffing and puffing. I was so upset. He's like, do you want to have sex again? I said, not by the hairs of my chinny chin chin. Done. So like, did he write it? No, but did he trigger me to like think that way?
That
I was
must
like,
be fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
That's good. That seems a little soon, and I'm surprised that you got to that point that quickly.
Of getting
like moving in, like
he's
the
joke.
No,
like,
he's the
quick.
guy. Like he can move in and all that. I mean, I moved in with my ex-fiance after like 5 years with her. Like
I'm older. It's like different. I mean, he's younger than me. I just think like when
he's,
you know,
he's 17.
Yeah, it's legal, right? Can we check? Can you check?
18.
Okay, you know.
18
You
California.
Know. Should I be
guy
concerned?
like me has to know.
Should I be concerned?
Got a mind line of work.
Yay!
All the
Chris
DMs
Harrison?
I shoot out there.
DMs. I slid into someone's DMs once. I'd never done it.
I mean, DMs are it's. I feel like that the best dating app is Instagram, and all these other ones just go fucking to hell.
Yeah, I mean,
sliding the DM seems to be what everyone does anyway.
It's true. I mean, that's what those messages. That's what those apps are. You're just direct messaging someone. No, I did it. It was fun. He lived on the other side of the.
Did you fly out?
Earth. No, we were gonna meet up, and then I met my boyfriend. So I was like teetering between like this guy's really hot, and I want to go have sex with him, but I met this like hot, really great guy who's treating me.
That's
with
always
respect.
tricky when you're dating around, and like one of them's like, "Oh, I'm gonna settle. How do I start to wean off of this other all these other people I've been trying to get at, or hooking up with, or reaching out to me who used to hook up? Like, how do you start cutting everybody off? You're like,
it was
what do you
super
say?
weird.
What do you do? How do you do it? Like,
it was so because like I had like 2 guys I was sleeping with as just like fuck buddies, and then they kept hitting me up. I was like, hey, I'm seeing someone now. Like, I'm really happy. So like, sorry, we're done. And then every few months
they check in.
And I go, thanks for the check-in. Still with him. That's what I reply.
Oh, they'll hang around. Dude, I've followed a girl on Instagram in and out of 4 boyfriends, hooked up with her in between each.
Just keeping tabs.
I mean, over whatever, since 2014 when I signed up for Instagram.
I see that you just went through a breakup. Are you okay? Do you
no,
need
she'd
me
reach out
to come over?
It's funny. She reached out to me one time, and I reached out to her. Like, before I left, she like moved back to Boston when I was still living in Boston. She's like, oh, hey, I'm back in town. I'm like, all right, we'll do the thing. Like,
when you have that, it's like a good like built-in, like, you know.
Oh yeah.
I have one of my ex's friends still follows me. Everyone else has stopped following me. He's blocked me on everything.
Do you think he's creeping on you from that account?
I don't know.
I still follow a couple of my exes.
He blocked me on everything. Like, that's
a little petty.
I mean, he blocked me because he was cheating on me and got engaged 5 months after we broke up.
Oh, well, all right. Then he's doing damage control. Fair enough. He didn't know that she doesn't know that she was the other woman.
I don't think so, because the second we broke up, blocked all pictures of me were deleted from Instagram.
But you don't seem like the crazy type that would email his new girlfriend.
I would not email their
like no, there's a lot of crazy bitches out there that will get it up in the DM and comments and all that shit. But
I did go a little like needy. I will say that, because like it turns out he was a little bit of a narcissist and was like playing some mind games, and they get you like attached. So I did become a little needy. I was like, who am I right now? Fun fact: June is when my birthday is. It's not only Pride Month, but it's also Narcissistic Abuse Awareness Month.
Every month has 15 labels, man.
I was like, is this for real right now? Yeah.
Narcissistic Personality Disorder Month? What?
Yeah. Abuse. Narcissistic Abuse Awareness Month.
God. Narcissistic abuse.
I don't know if I would be like abuse. I just like fell into his trap.
Yeah, I mean, people are shitty, and sometimes you fall for an asshole.
People are shitty.
Sometimes you fall for an asshole. I mean, it happens to the best of us.
Yeah, right. Sometimes people fall in my asshole. Like, I don't know.
Hopefully not. Hopefully they really wedge their way in. Hopefully it's tight.
Not falling.
Yeah, you should have walk into it.
Wow, this is a spacious apartment. What's the rent? Yeah. Are you seeing someone?
At the moment, no.
All right.
No. I go in and out, but nope, not right now.
In and out of just. pussy or
no. Well, I've had like 5 long-term girlfriends, but they've all spaced out like 2 years apart.
But you were
I
married.
go through long. So yeah. I was
engaged.
and I walked away right before the wedding.
Like day of the wedding.
Like 6 weeks before the wedding. Like invitations were out. Everything was.
How long did you know that it wasn't going to happen?
Oh, we had conversations for like 6 months prior. Like I had told her like so this was in this was in May. I told her like before Christmas. I was like, yeah, I'm having real weird feelings about this. Had another conversation in like February, March. I was like, hey, this is morning cold feet. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I was having like panic attacks. And then by May came around, I was like, I can't marry you. And I was like, obviously, I can't marry you. We're not going to just stay in this. Like,
was it you couldn't marry her, or you just
or
marriage is not it?
Marriage isn't it for me. I'm not big into marriage because I don't really want kids.
Right.
And she wanted kids, and I didn't, especially at least not at that time. And we got together. She was like, "Oh yeah, we'll wait till later to have kids." But later came, and she wanted them more and more, and I just wanted them less and less. And we just bought a condo, and she was like, maybe we should look at buying a house near my parents in Andover or whatever. I'm like, why? I just bought this.
Because she's
It's
thinking,
like, we need a bigger place. What if we have kids? I'm like, we have a spare bedroom. Also, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I want to live in the city and do like this cosmopolitan thing with our fucking friends.
Sex in the City.
I mean, we're like yuppies. We had good money and a fucking beautiful condo and a high rise, all this shit. Like, I wanted the fucking
you're living your life.
And she's like,
low lines of coke.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not going
to
fucking a stupid fucking fence out there mowing the lawn on a Saturday.
I imagine
I want to be hammered on a Saturday.
Like, hey Hank, how's it going?
I know, right? Like, what the fuck?
Most of those guys are hammered anyways. They're just drunk, mowing their lawns
all the time,
like working in their garage.
Dude, a lot of them do heavy drugs. I got a buddy living out in the suburbs now who's doing that whole thing, and he'll go to his neighbor's garage. He knows the code, and he'll get in because his neighbor's like secretly growing mushrooms in the garage that his wife doesn't know about. So he'll steal mushrooms from his neighbor's garage.
He's like, I'm gardening, honey. I told you. I'm just working on a gardening project.
Like underneath an oil pan, he has like a little mushroom thing growing.
That's hilarious.
Fucking wild.
I want to grow mushrooms. I started microdosing. It's so great.
Oh God, I love mushrooms. Matter of fact, I gotta pick up a thing with mushrooms today. It reminds me. I was looking at the clock.
I was like, my
boy Andy, you might know him. Comic. He's buying from him. Good kid.
I need to get
I won't say his last name.
No, I need to get some. I bought some chocolate bars once, and
I like the old dirty mushrooms.
Yeah, it's dirt. I tried. My friends got me these capsules, and I took 3 the other day, and nothing happened.
Well, I don't like the microdosing. I like the fully dosing.
No, I like to microdose.
Yeah. Really?
I don't.
I want to feel the fucking high. I don't want to like not know I'm high.
I like because it feels like a little giddy and like a little relaxed. Like I took too much once at a wedding, and the table was like breathing.
I like that.
No,
that's what I want.
I get motion sick. Like I don't want the breathing of the table.
I took 5 grams once with Jeff Dye on the roof of my apartment.
Oh my God!
And I mean, both of them. He just got into them. We started doing them in the pandemic.
Okay.
He'd never done them. He'd always been curious. So it was like February of last year. We were like, hey, let's go out to Death Valley and some mushrooms.
That's where you do it.
That was the first time we did it. It was awesome.
Like, how white of you.
Yeah, exactly. And Jeff's like, oh my God, this is amazing. I want to do them all the time. I'm like, I can get them whenever you want. Then we started doing them like twice a month.
Oh shit!
Like during like the second half of the pandemic.
Yeah.
And one time we ate them. Went up to the roof of my old apartment in Studio City, and we're like, oh, let's eat 5 grams. Like the heroic dose is what they call it. Like, and we were taking photos of ourselves eating the mushrooms. Fucking an hour later, we were standing in a wind tunnel. Like, oh!
You made a mistake. Like,
no, it was really, it was fun, and it was a worthwhile experience, but it was very intense. Like I forgot that I was a person for a little while.
Oh shit!
And the only thing that I was holding on to like reality was I was playing the music from my phone. On a speaker. I was like, I just got to keep the music playing. I don't want it to stop. So I check in.
I gotta be a DJ.
So I would just every now and then hit skip to the next song, make sure the song wouldn't end. I just gotta make sure the music doesn't stop playing. Jeff fucking lost his mind.
Jeff's like,
he looked at me and goes, am I dead? Like, no, you're not dead.
He said, am I dead? See, that's why I don't want.
He's like, am I dead? I feel like I'm dead. Like, you're not dead. I'm talking to you.
Yeah. You're like, are we both dead? Are we both dead right now? See, I don't want that. I don't want to like have this outer body shit. Like I took too much once, and I saw the cloud was like a mouth talking.
Oh yeah. See, that's
I don't like
the
that.
range I like. I like a good 3.5 grams, because then you're not like you're not drinking from the fire hose, but you have like a good I can walk around and still know I'm a person, but everything's like brighter. Like every color just pops.
Yeah,
like,
microdosing does that for me a little bit. Like
well, I'm a
little
bigger
bit
guy, and I'm also a drug addict, so
I
can take a lot of narcotics.
Yeah, so. It's like I did some drugs with my I can't say anymore.
Your current boyfriend?
No, I can't say.
Little Molly and fuck.
Maybe.
That's That's not. That's good. That's what it's for.
No, I have to be careful about what I share.
I guess
about.
you have job stuff. You
Yeah,
can't admit to crimes on here.
Yeah.
I was on a podcast yesterday. I admitted to like 4 crimes. I was like, wait a minute.
Like all the teenagers, they found my stuff. That I work with teenagers, and they like found.
Oh, you're still doing
handles.
it?
Yeah, and they like followed.
They
me
must
and-
love it.
I mean, they're like, "Can we come to one of your shows?" I'm like, "But
No,
then,
you're underage.
Yeah, I said, well,
Yeah, when you're 18, you come to anywhere you want.
Yeah, whatever you want. But I was like, but then I can't. Like, I'm basically the principal, so if I catch them smoking weed or like giving hand jobs in the stairwell, because it happens.
Caught them doing that?
Yeah, it happens.
Isn't that like child pornography in some way?
If I catch them doing
yeah.
it, yeah. I mean, if I stand there and film it and watch it, what do you mean? I was like, hold on 1 second. Let me get this in cinematic.
Yeah, if I break out my
and
iPhone.
Continue.
I need it for evidence.
Yeah.
No.
Can somebody get another iPhone for some lighting here? Can you guys
get a ring light?
Yeah, seriously. Hold on, I'll be right back. No, I'd have to be like, okay, please stop. You know, I personally haven't caught a lot. You know, I know that they sneak out. I know other people in my job who've caught kids hooking up, but
high school age kids must be the worst. They start fucking early now. These kids, it's crazy.
Oh my god! Well, when I was in high school, I
also,
knew girls at 14 who were
I've
losing their
first time I was
virginity.
15. I was almost 16.
Nobody wanted to have sex with me then. I probably.
Oh no, I've said it before.
I'm a late bloomer.
I had a long-term high school girlfriend from like my sophomore year through senior year up until I went to college, and that helped me be a better student. Because I wasn't like my buddies trying to racing around trying to get girls.
Right.
We started having sex by like 6 months after we started dating.
And your grades just shot up.
Well, no, because I was like, I go bang her after school and then go home and do my homework. Like, I have to, no effort. Like,
right.
I need you to do it.
Right.
She's like, yeah, let's go.
You're like, hey, baby, I have a math test. Can you just suck my dick real quick I can think?
Oh, yeah. So you're on your period. Can you blow me before I leave?
Right. Oh, my God. So fun. I love that.
Even as a 16-year-old kid, I had sex on her period. That never bothered me.
That actually feels better sometimes.
I'll even go down on a girl on her period. You just gotta stay top shelf. You gotta stay top shelf.
Top shelf.
You can't go down.
No pop off.
Nope.
Just
you gotta stay on the beam.
Casamigos.
You gotta work the speed bag.
It's just like little side to side action, bobbing and weaving.
Yeah, sometimes it could be a little tinny down there, but you get
tinny, yes,
a little
eating
coppery.
pennies.
Yeah, exactly. Like you're sucking on a quarter.
Oh, it's just funny. I had to take some eye drops for my eyes, and I could like feel a little like tinny taste happening.
Would you do a line while you did
this? I was like, did I? Because that was a numbing thing.
Is there cocaine in my eyes?
Kind of. I was like, is this what? Because they put a numbing thing, and I was like, I feel the
Next
drip.
thing you know, you got the bottle nose, you're squirting it up your nose.
Eye drops constantly. God, it feels so fucking good. Just gone blind. What happened? She got addicted to eye drops.
It's wild. It's wild. I had a buddy who used to do that with nasal sprays in college. He was
Afrin. That shit's addictive.
Well, he got a little too heavy into the drug, so he would like pour it out, get distilled water, put half distilled water, and then like put like a gram of coke in there, and he'd just walk around all day, like in college, with the spray. Like, I got my sinuses, just to keep himself fucking high.
Stop.
Yeah, kid's doing well now. He owns like 18 homes and fucking
from selling
drugs.
Drugs and selling
but he's also
diluted cocaine.
It's a genius move on his part. I've never seen anything like that. I was like, that's a little too much.
That's extra. That's much. Like, I'm not that smart, or I wouldn't say smart. I just like don't care that much. But I will say, if you're gonna do drugs, please test them first.
I know, man.
Please
this day and age,
them.
you can't get this. What a shame. You can't get good drugs. I remember the days when you could trust your street dealer.
Yeah.
You know?
You could just show up behind an alley, get in somebody's car that you don't know.
Well, I've said it 1,000 times. Illegal drug dealers don't want their customers dead. Your doctor could give a fuck because insurance is paying him one way or the other.
Right.
And they send them new customers every day.
And you would just be like, I know someone.
That's why they give them all pills to death. Like,
I know someone.
If I wanted
to
kill my fucking dealer, but get the fuck out of here.
I'm not gonna kill you.
Yourself. No way. Like,
yeah, it's crazy. Like, it's scary out there, but I won't watch Euphoria because I work with teens and I don't want to see.
I don't watch that because it's too popular. I'm one of those guys.
So that's why I watch The Masked Singer.
Oh my God! Because you like trash TV.
I do. I like a little bit of trash.
I like good trash.
I like a little bit of trash.
You know what I love? Love Island UK. Are you familiar with this?
I am familiar with it.
It's a fucking masterpiece.
Yeah.
I want to know when the new season's coming out.
I watched The Ultimatum. Did you watch that one?
What's that one?
It's like these couples, like one person in the relationship gives someone else an ultimatum, like, we're gonna get married or engaged. Or
I can tell you that ultimatums don't work.
For some of them, it did. But most of
I'm sure they'll all eventually. If you need an ultimatum to make a choice, then you don't want to be with that person.
That's exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
It should never come down to an ultimatum. You need to do this or I'm leaving. It's like, or you love me and you deal with it.
Right. Just deal with me. Yeah. You know? Do you love me enough to put up with my shit?
To work through this. Like,
yeah. Put up with my shit right now. Like, oh my God, I have so much fucking trauma and fears of like, I'm gonna like say one thing that's like makes.
Is that your thing? Relationships? You worried like he's gonna run out? The abandonment thing.
Yeah. Which is so funny. Like I have no.
Doesn't seem like your parents.
No, I have no
together.
abandonment.
Fine family life.
Yeah, I have no idea why I have like some like because my mom told me I was very difficult. I'm a difficult person.
Well, that seems like she's gaslighting you. Your mom, maybe you're perfectly fine. She's a bitch.
I know. I was.
I don't know your mom.
You know, she's just British. I was a difficult teenager, but that's what hormones do.
Teenagers are difficult.
Yeah, I was fucking difficult. I'm like, fuck you. I wish I was ever born to you. But
you were
what
so
teenager
difficult.
hasn't?
Well, you had me.
Yeah, I was like, your choice.
I got it from somewhere.
Right? She's like, I had
you
a miscarriage.
and Dad probably.
Like, I had a miscarriage.
All of your genes and all of my raising is done by you. So blame yourselves.
Yeah, seriously.
There's a product of your fucking work.
Nature versus nurture, bitch, please. You know.
Well, they're the ones who nurtured you and the same genes. Like, what can they say?
Literally same genes. I have my mom's hips.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing? She's good looking for 75?
Yeah.
Your dad's about to kick it. She's about to be single. Right?
Oh, my parents are good.
You know,
my parents
put in a good word
good.
for me with your mom. Tell
yeah,
us
I will. Vivian, what's up? Yeah.
Vivian? I like that
Vivian.
name.
Lenny and
a hot
Vivian.
name. Lenny? That's
Lenny,
not a hot
Vivian.
name. Lenny?
Leonard. She met him. He had the comb. My mom used to look like
he had
Cher.
A comb over?
My mom was like 110 pounds, looked like Cher, long. My mom used to belly dance at parties.
Hot.
Yeah, I was like, so you were a sex worker? She's like, no. I'm like, you were like a stripper. She's like, no, I was a belly dancer.
They didn't have strippers back then. It was as close as you can get.
As close as you can get.
Yeah, in the 1930s, you have the tassels on
it. Yeah, and then my dad, she met him, like a little overweight, comb over.
Oh my God, your dad sounds like the quintessential Jew. I love your dad already.
Yeah, she's like, he was just a good dancer, made me laugh.
He was a good dancer?
Yeah.
Overweight, comb over guy, cut the rug. I love it.
My mom had this weird rule, like if she was dating a guy for 2 years, she would give an ultimatum. If we don't get engaged after 2 years, we break up, and she would just break up with them.
So there's like 8 guys out there just
She was with a guy once, and he broke up with her by sending a wedding invitation to her that he was getting married to someone else.
Wow.
That's how he broke up with her.
That is fucking gangster. That guy's my idol.
That's cool. And then she showed up, and then she murdered everybody. No, could you imagine?
Like Dateline in reverse.
Yeah. So then my mom and dad broke up, actually, because my dad was like a late bloomer like me and just like wasn't ready to be an adult, I guess, if adulting is being married at the time.
Yeah. We're talking about the 40s. I mean, he's like 98.
Right, exactly. And then he drove to her house and said, get in the car, we're going to Vegas, we're getting married. And my dad's a big jokester, so my mom was like, oh, whatever. And they got in the car.
They eloped.
And she said halfway to Vegas, when she realized he wasn't going to turn around, he pulled over and she threw up because she was nervous. And then they went to Vegas and got married.
Did it anyway?
Yeah.
How long had they known each other?
They were dating like 2 years, because after 2 years,
oh, okay, well, that's
the mark, and then she broke
I thought
up
it was
with
like a
him.
7-month thing like you.
No.
Would you get in the car to go to Vegas right now, you think?
No.
No?
No.
How do you know when that's going to happen? Because I thought I knew. But also, when I look back, I was like, I was just doing it because everyone else was like, I was 27, 28 when I got engaged.
Yeah.
Like, everyone else was doing it. She's like, when are we going to get married? Like, I'll go buy a ring. Like, did it to make everyone else happy, not because I wanted to.
I mean, we've talked about it, and he's like,
already? You guys are moving quick.
Yeah, I mean, we just talk about it.
How old is he?
He's 31.
Okay.
And I'll be turning 37 next week.
Okay.
So, I mean, we talked about it, and he was like, oh, I don't really need to get married. Like, if we're just together forever, like, that's fine. He's like, I know I want to be with you. And then we're like trying to have I was like, do you want to have kids? He's
That's
like,
the question.
Yeah.
That's the big one.
He said, I don't know. And I said,
do you want them?
I don't know, but I did just freeze my eggs. So I feel like that's leaning more towards a yes, just in case. I froze my eggs. And then the doctor was like, they're kind of brown and grainy.
What? Is that how you know they're going bad? Like, what?
That's what I thought.
What does that mean?
I was like, usually in the supermarket, that means organic
Brown
and free range, Like,
I didn't know. Do you see them? What do they look like?
They look like little cells.
There's like a little clump of them? How many did they take out?
They got 6, which is not that many.
But that's enough to have a kid, right?
Not really, because of the 6.
Like what's the percentage ratio?
So, probably like 25% are going to be good, if that. So, of the 6.
Two hitters in there.
Maybe.
At best.
Yeah.
1 or 2.
A friend of mine was
Can you scrape a few more out?
I'm doing it again.
Okay. It's expensive?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
But that propofol feels really good. So I was like, I'm going in again.
Yeah, you just made an appointment. Like, fuck the eggs. Just hit me with the propofol.
Yeah, hit me with propofol. I don't care if I can have a kid. Just get in there. They like strap. You go into it. I've never had surgery.
That man reach in there and fucking yank those fuckers out. They're way up there.
I'm out. I am like out. And they put my legs on like 2 like stirrup things like this, but not like a gynecological.
You feel like I got fucked by a train.
No, I felt great afterwards. My boyfriend would be like, your pussy was already ready for that because he.
Oh, yeah. Or even worse, like, it doesn't feel the same anymore.
Yeah,
Go back.
Yeah,
Tell him to
like,
fix
wait
it.
a minute.
Doesn't feel right.
He's like, there's a large
Something's
gap.
wrong in there.
Something's wrong. Can you go back
pulls out
and
a
tell them to
boot.
tighten it up when they're in there? A glove, a doctor's glove.
Latex glove.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what it is. I thought it was a condom from the 80s.
Condom from the 80s. I was like born with a condom inside me. That's what it would be.
Yeah.
It was in the 80s.
A broken one.
Yeah. So
Frozen
they
egg.
knock you up, but it's not just stirrups. Like when you go to almost a gynecologist, they put like in feet stirrups. I was like in cow stirrups. Like my
God.
like my calves.
They
were
really strap you in there?
And yeah, then they wrapped and strapped my legs in.
Well, if you're knocked out, what do they think you're going to do?
Wait,
Fucking start writhing?
Yeah, like tap dancing on their head. What am I gonna do? Yeah, they strapped me in. They're like, we're gonna start the propofol now, and I was like, okay. I saw a cute video of a kid trying to fight it once. He was like, no. And then
Oh,
he
yeah,
was
the little boy in the thing, yeah.
yeah. And then I was like, but I won't.
Yeah,
And then I was out.
How long? Like, how late can you like actually use those eggs? Like, can you be like 15 and pregnant yourself?
Probably not.
Like, how does that work? Like, how far out does it stretch?
They probably say like past like 40. They say 50 isn't great. Like probably past 45.
Okay, so you have into your 40s. You have another 8 years before you're like, all right, I gotta figure it out.
Yeah. So
you think you're gonna lean towards it? Can you sell them if you don't use them?
I had to
scrap?
sign a form that was like, if you don't use them, do you want to donate it to a family, to science, or like toss them? And I said, give it to a family.
Okay.
But who the fuck wants my eggs? Let's be real.
I mean, I would. I'd cook them and eat them for breakfast, girl.
Yeah, I mean, they're probably delicious. With a side of lox. It's just lox and a little everything
Make a bagel sandwich
seasoning.
with Lizzy Weisman's eggs.
Just like my ass and eggs, and then we just got a good old schmear. Yeah.
So is he no on kids?
He's a maybe. He's like, I'm not sure yet.
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
He said,
I
I'm
think I
unsure.
turned the corner on no kids probably when I started comedy, 33. I was like, it's not for me.
Well, it's like tough, right? Because like, okay, so I'm like doing comedy, and like I'm about to dive in even a little bit deeper, more into comedy. And when I'm not going to say if, when things take off and I'm on the road and I'm doing things, that would be very hard to have a family.
Oh, well, to work on the road for a woman
Yeah.
9 months pregnant or whatever,
Yeah,
it's
it'd be
fucking impossible. Yeah.
crazy. I'm like all the comics
Infant
who, are
baby,
female
like,
who
yeah,
had kids, they're successful for the most part already, so.
That really, I mean, women complain about that, or they talk, like, bring the issue up as it relates to like corporate jobs. But that for this business, yeah,
For this
man,
business, it'd be
fucking,
tough.
if you're doing 40 weekends a year,
Yeah, it'd be
how the
tough.
fuck you gonna have a kid in the middle of that?
Right. Because I want to go on the road. I want to
Yeah.
I want to take the show on the road.
That's the job.
You know? And like a lot of people in Vegas are like, when are you coming? People in Arizona are like, when are you coming? So I like got to start getting that out there. But yeah, I'm like starting this path more of my career, even more. I mean, I've been doing it for a while, but like the
Would
road.
you find a surrogate, get a little
I don't
Cambodia
know.
girl to
That
have your
costs a
kids?
lot of money. That costs more money.
Yeah, but if you're big into the big bucks like Lizzy Weisman's
Yeah, I
bound
don't
to
want to
do,
like ruin this body.
that's what I'm saying. You could hire like any chick you want.
Yeah. When I'm like,
Although I
making
guess
the
it
big
doesn't matter. It's
bucks.
your genes at that point.
Yeah, it's my.
I'm
genes.
sure your boyfriend will try and convince you. I have to fuck her for it to work.
Yeah, exactly. It's like
we put your eggs in her, and then I come.
and then
in
I
her.
come in. That's how it works.
That's how it
right?
works, right?
I know. Isn't it so funny? I had like a weird thing when I was like, I'm gonna freeze my eggs, and then I talked to him. I was like, but if we try to have a kid one day, I kind of want to do it the old-fashioned way. And
Try the first
and,
time.
Like, just
it
try.
doesn't take, and then do it the old.
Right. But the other way isn't a guarantee either.
No way's a guarantee.
I know. I have all these fears. Like, what if they're special needs? What if they become addicted to drugs? What if they get in a car accident and die? And my friends would go, your kids aren't even born or driving yet. What kind of neuroses?
I worry about how am I going to fuck them up with my bullshit? That's my first thought.
Right?
I'm going to put all this shit on them. Like, I'm ending the cycle here with me.
I'm stopping it now.
It's over.
Well, like my mom and I, we get along, but at the same time, like she makes my blood boil, and I'm like, I don't want to have a kid, and then be like, fuck you, mom, and I'm like,
Yeah, to have
would
that
suck.
moment. Well, also, like you said, the scary thing, like, what if there's something wrong with them?
yeah, it would suck.
Fuck, dude.
That-
Just imagine, like, if they're like, let's say like a horrible car accident, disabled. Like, what then? Like, you gotta
like
carry
ugh.
that. Do you resent your kid for that at some level?
No, then I'll just get amnesia and be like, who? I'll hit my head. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
that
you
who?
perform a post-birth abortion.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, who am I? Who's this? I don't know you. We are not related at all. This is not happening. And just leave. Just get out of town. Then my boyfriend would move to the UK.
Yeah, make him a stay-at-home mom. Do that.
I'm
The
sure he
boyfriend,
would love
Mr.
that.
Mom, I would do
No,
that.
he loves working. He's a hustler.
Last girl I dated, her father was one that stayed home, and her
Yeah.
mom went to work. And she's like, "Oh, I loved it."
Yeah, some
So
people
it's like,
love that.
I'd be totally down with that kind of relationship myself. I'm like, this could go a long way with me and you. I'd love to be the
Yeah.
stay-at-home boyfriend.
Maybe,
I would love to be the stay-at-home boyfriend.
It's a lot though. Like I was a nanny for a bit, and like you are just with the baby all day, and I felt like my brain was going to mush a little bit.
Yeah, I probably better for your kid though. Like other people's kids, you kind of fuck them. You're like,
I hope you're not fucking other people's kids.
Fuck them. Not actually penetrate the kid.
Yeah.
Fuck that little
Just
kid.
penetrate them with your
But
love.
like your own kid, like, oh, I would hope you want to spend time with your own kid.
Unless they're an asshole.
It's true.
Then
You
you're
really,
like,
you really have no say on whether or not your kid's gonna be a piece of shit.
Right.
You know, like you can just have a real fucked up kid, like. You know, like your kid could be Dahmer, right?
I was just gonna say Jeffrey
Ted
Dahmer.
Bundy's parents were normal. Like he ended up killing 34 women. Could you imagine that burden, knowing that you made a serial killer? That's got to be worse than any other fucking debilitating thing. Like I'd rather have my kid be like really mentally challenged than be a serial killer. What
if they were a mentally challenged serial killer?
That's never happened. Mentally challenged people are fucking nice people. They're good people.
They are nice people.
Yeah,
they're the nicest.
Jeff is convinced. Shout out to Jeff Dye. He's convinced. He's like, oh, I feel like special needs people are like a higher level of human. So
I agree.
Think about it. They have no ego.
I agree.
When they see you, they're just happy. They want to give you a hug.
Mm-hmm.
They just feel good at all times. Like they never say anything mean.
No, they don't.
They don't worry about their Twitter likes.
Yeah.
They're way better than us. Like,
my boyfriend,
way better than
my
us.
boyfriend's sister has special needs, and I was like, we were just hanging out, and I was like, I wonder what the world looks like through her eyes. Like, I bet it's just a lot of joy, or she's looking at us and being like, you guys are fucking idiots.
Yeah, see, I don't think they have that mean thought. I think they're just mostly fascinated. Like, oh, I like this. Well, that's cool. Like everything's cool. Brand new. Yeah, it's like this is awesome. Like, but he fucking rocking out the whole day.
I was telling him my thought on that. He goes, "How funny would it be if she was looking at us and was like, you guys are retards, like to us."
Well, that's what Jeff said.
That's what Jeff said.
He's looking at us like we're fucking retarded.
Yeah, look at us like you guys fucking retards. Like,
like you're all worried about what your girlfriend thinks about the last post you had on Instagram.
Yeah.
Like, I hope she doesn't see that. Like, fucking give a shit.
No, but the nicest people, like, and just joyful.
Yeah.
And
he got him drunk one time at a baseball. He was. I hate to tell Jeff's stories, but it always makes me laugh.
Yeah, I mean, you guys go on the road.
I know,
we're together all the time.
But because it made sense. He's like, yeah, I worked for the Special Olympics. I was coach, and I took my team out.
He did?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Took my team out to like a baseball game after. I was driving a van. It was like 6 or 8 of them, whatever it was, and I was me and another guy, and the team. We're drinking beers and we're getting dogs. Like, oh, I want a beer. I want a drink. I want Mike's Hard Lemonade. Like the special needs kids.
Yeah.
So I mean, they're over 21. They're not driving. All right. So we got them all like they had a couple drinks each. Fucked up.
Yeah.
People are like, that's fucked up. He's like, no, it's not. They're adults.
Yeah,
they're not driving.
Adults. Yeah.
Like, why is it fucked up? Like,
just because
you like being fucked up. I like being fucked up. They're getting fucked up. Like,
what if they got drunk and they were like, just normal?
Yeah.
Just like
they just all of a sudden they get
right.
Get really articulate.
Yeah, exactly. Just like that we solved all the problems.
What? All this time, all you had to do was get drunk?
Fucked up? Yeah, that's all you had to do. Could you imagine? That'd be amazing.
I love it. Hey, are we long?
Yeah.
1 hour or 16 minutes.
Holy shit, we
look
blew
at
right
us.
through. I'm taking too much of Armin's time. I got to tip him.
I'll
give you a handy after the show, bud.
You can look at my asshole.
Yeah, we can both take a good look at her ass. You can look at my ass.
You can look into the soul patch's
That's how you get
eye.
into clubs at night. Yeah,
Show you my asshole.
You got anything you want to promote, girl?
Yeah, I have a show coming up.
Yes.
June 1st. It's my birthday, so it's going to be my birthday show at Berkshire House. Adam Ray, it's on the
Wednesdays,
show.
right?
It's Wednesday, June 1st, next Wednesday.
That's right. I'll come. Just
come
for your
hang
birthday.
out.
Yeah. I love
Yeah.
Adam. Great guy.
Yeah, Adam's a great guy. We got tons of comics. Daryl Kamak, Willie Simon, Christy Bana. Like, we have a good Pratesh. Sinha, is that how you say his last name? Siha? I don't know. I have a good lineup.
It's a fun room. I like it.
Yeah, it was
Very
fun,
loungy.
right?
Yeah, I like the couch.
The couch setup was cool.
It was good time.
It was good vibes. So yeah, Randy did my last show there, and it was successful. I thought.
And
it was good.
your Instagram and your social
my
media?
Instagram is at the Lizzy Weisman, Lizzy.
ZZY, not
Like,
IE.
no, and people are like, why with a
Those
Y?
are for the slutty chicks.
Right? Why?
Y is classy.
Y is classy, and why is because I fucking can. That's fucking why. So the Lizzy Weisman, Instagram, Facebook. I'm on the TikTok. You know I'm old when I say the TikTok.
The TikTok, yeah.
I'm on
I
the
have
TikTok.
one.
I barely.
it's
I mean,
fucking-
I don't know. I don't.
I
have
gotta
time.
get. I've been saying for 2 years. I gotta get on that. I just like.
Do
fuck
we?
It. Well, that's the thing. Do we? I've spent
mean,
enough
we
time
do-
fucking around on Instagram. But I need one more
Well,
to waste my
exactly.
fucking day.
So one more, and then I'm
already not doing shit because I'm on Instagram.
Exactly, and like editing, which is fine. Like I have other shit to edit. I just can't.
Yeah.
Can we be in the 80s? Can we be doing comedy in the 80s?
Dude, that must have been so nice. Like when you just left the house, no one knew where you were until you got back.
Right.
What a fucking joy that was.
You listen to the answering machine.
Oh yeah.
Nobody called. It's fucking damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody loves me. I'm worthless.
Nobody loves me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you- yeah.
Oh God. Yeah. You just cut
There's
off
like-
from everybody else.
There's like 50 comics in the whole
Yeah.
country in the 80s.
As soon
It's
as
like-
you leave a building, no one knows where you are.
right now, I have my dad has this app. It's called like Life Circle, or no, it's like
Life Alert.
Basically, Dad, are you okay?
I've fallen and I
No,
can't
it
get
like
up.
it tracks where I am. My dad wants.
Oh, you let him do that?
So I can see where they are. So like, if
I would not sign up for that. I don't like that at all.
I don't like it either.
That's the kind
like,
of shit that like untrustworthy relationships, they get into that. Like, oh,
Well, yeah.
let me log into your Find My iPhone so I know where you are. Get the fuck out of here.
That's how I knew my ex was cheating on me. Because,
Oh, you did that? Oh, no.
No,
Lizzy.
we used to follow each other's location. He was like, let's share location because he lived on base really far away. So when he would drive to me, I would just want to make sure he was safe and okay. Like, I don't want to track where he is like on a day to day. And then he like stopped sharing, would reshare, stop share. Like he started doing this weird game. And then he would like go to San Diego and stop sharing. And I was like, why are you going to San Diego all the time? He's like, oh, I just need to like clear my head.
And clear his balls with somebody
yeah,
else.
Seriously. You're like, you need her to clear your head, baby.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Like, what do you think? I was like, you think I was born yesterday? What the fuck? But
Dude, I was once, I was cheating on a girl, and I was so
you were cheating.
a while back. No, different thing. A whole different.
Okay.
I'm 39. It's fucking 25 years of women
Yes.
smash in there.
Yeah.
I was sleeping around with a girl, and that same thing I was worried about her like tracking my iPhone. So I had a work phone though. I would leave the work phone, my personal iPhone, at my office, take my work phone, and call the girl I was hooking up with, and like go have lunch with her and hook up or whatever. She think I never left the office.
Isn't that like exhausting though? Like
that was the last time I cheated.
Yeah, it's
I was like,
exhausting.
never again. I'm not doing this. It's not worth it.
Yeah, I'm too
I mean,
honest.
both of those relationships ended, and I was like, it's not worth it.
No.
I'm anxious over this.
Yeah,
Like,
why are you
like, I could just
anxious?
be single and have sex with whoever I want. Like,
Right.
I don't need this anymore.
And then when you're that
was the last
anxious,
time I
doesn't your
cheated.
dick not work because
Yeah,
you're
it was like
anxious?
I was 20, whatever the fuck, something years old.
Does your dick not work when you're anxious?
No, it works all the time, unfortunately.
Viagra, it's a hell of a drug.
No, it just, I mean, like,
It just works.
the only time it doesn't work is if I have like a really big meal and I need a break. Like that's why I don't go to pasta dinners with girls anymore. Like,
Oh, never.
like unless it's like my girlfriend, we
Yeah.
go to Italian restaurant,
Yeah.
then I'll do it. But like ravioli, and I'm gonna fuck. It's like, I
Yeah.
need an hour.
No,
I need an hour.
Even in a relationship, I don't want to do that. Like my boyfriend was like, we got a lot of food. We were so full. He's like, do you want to fuck? I was like, you should have asked me
Yeah, you
before when I'm empty. Come on.
When you're empty.
When I'm empty. What are you doing? He's like, I got something to fill you up with. Yeah.
He likes you when you're full. He likes to feel the little poop in your butt when he's poking around in there.
One time we were having sex and I could hear the liquid in my stomach. You know, it was like, like, is that how liquid sounds?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
You know what I'm
I
talking
know
about?
what
It was like I could hear that.
One time we went camping and had sex, and we had no food in the morning, and my stomach was growling so loud, it was like louder than the sex noises. And she started laughing. I was like, all right, we gotta go eat.
Yeah, we got to eat. At that point, you're like, eating pussy is not going to fill this tummy, let me tell you.
Yeah, even with a yeast infection. I know there's extra dough in there. But.
Right, exactly, right? Oh my God, it has risen. She has risen.
Yeah, she has risen.
She has risen.
Lizzy Weisman, everybody. Thank you, Lizzy.
This was so
Appreciate
fun.
you.
Thanks
Always.
for having
Do
me.
it again soon.
Yeah, I love that.
All right, guys. That's it for this week. We'll check you next week. Peace.
Bye.